Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, this is going to be one I release tonight, Saturday night. Just kind of a shoot, talk about, do a couple of things with, and then upload to you guys. But what I wanted to focus on tonight is the Get Good Screw. This happens to be the Thunderbolt titanium driver and the little Zerk base. GoodSkrew was nice enough to hook me up with this little setup for my disassembly videos. And I just wanted to kind of share it with you guys. And it is a more bougie driver setup, but I will tell you it is done very, very well, the highest of quality. I'm going to use it as my temporary or permanent, pretty much disassembly driver. I absolutely love it. Comes really well packaged in this box right here, and it has got all their social media. GoodSkrew, getgoodscrew.com, support it Gets Good Screw and their Instagram. And then it's got a magnetic clasp, opens up your driver. My bit holder was placed there. It comes with an extra bearing, comes with an extra post for the magnetic caddy, and it comes with some other parts. It also came in the unboxing. I wanted to give you guys a closer look at this so you can get it. The certificate of legitness, which I thought was very, very cool. It's got a little wax stamp. And then again, their contact information for anybody who had needed support, their contact, everything you need there. And then the two models that I've got, which is the GoodSkrew Thunderstroke titanium driver, which is this one here. It was born September 27th, and it's got its own serial number. That's this little certificate of authenticity. And then my Zerk base is the GoodSkrew Burgets holder, the best I can read it. The material Zerk, same birthday, September 27th, 2023, and it's got its own serial number. But guys, I mean, just as a fidget toy or as something you can appreciate the machining of, and the way I look at it, we just assemble really, really nice knives a lot of the time to do maintenance if we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, which again, you don't have to maintain your knives. You never have to take them apart. So I guess I said that wrong. It's not what we're supposed to be doing, but a lot of us, me being one in particular, I like to get inside my knives. I like to see how and how they're put together, what they do. And this has just made the task that much more enjoyable. Before, I was using a Combat Beads G10 driver, great driver. Again, I don't have any limitations to this, but when I look and hold and appreciate the machining quality, the precision, the barrel on this replace my Weehaw stubby in terms of if I run into a tricky bit, and we're going to use this in real time here in just a second. But guys, I mean, this is a fidget toy. This is jewelry. This is a tool that is also art. The way I look at it, it is a tool that is also art. This little caddy is, I mean, again, I could sit here and I could stare at that because I have ADHD for hours. And it would spin for not hours, but it would spin for 10, 15 minutes if I got them spinning at the right time. But again, the main intention is you keep the bits you're most likely going to need here. And yes, I do need this Weehaw T30 because my Medfords have a T30 pivot. I've loaded it up with the bits that I most need. Mainly, I have my, let's see here. This is T15, which I've got on a couple of knives, T10, T8, T6, my T30, a Phillips. This is my Hinderer I forget what this is, B2H2. Anyway, this fits my Hinderer body screws on my XM18s. I got a flathead here, even though I use a penny. But again, just the bits I need most, I keep right here by my filming station because this is the driver that I'm going to be using. For example, I mean, it's done, it's titanium, magnetic bit holder. So if I wanted to grab my T8, which it does come with bits, got my T8 there, and let's say I wanted to get into my 9. I wanted to get into my 9 and I wanted to check it out. I wanted to change bearings. I've never taken this knife apart, but I know that it uses all T8 hardware. This driver, and I don't know what I'm going to encounter here in terms of stiffness, but I always like to give a lot of pressure down so I don't take a chance at stripping any of my bits. Okay, it came out the back side. Interesting, interesting. These are barrels. So let's see what happens here. Okay. And guys, I don't even have my disassembly mat. This is just kind of on the drop. So this could end up being a struggle bus video for all we know. Let me go to the pivot. All right, this is stiff. Instead of having to reach for my Weehaw, this barrel actually gives me plenty of torque. This must have a lot of Loctite on it. And guys, I don't have my alcohol, so I might have to step away for 1 second. We'll go with it. Unless this is really nasty. Okay. See if this bad boy will pop apart real quick. There we go. All right, so we've got a washer. And you can see where that track's been worn in the washer. You might not be able to see that. You can see the weight relief inside the 9. You can see that I went and took apart the clip, which actually I didn't need to do that because the clip obviously attaches from the inside. That's strange. We'll figure that out when we get done. So what I wanted to do real quickly while we got it apart is see what size bearings it uses. And again, these are facing like I like to have them facing with the track towards the blade. But again, it's got that open back. They are ceramic balls. They aren't 1mm. They are 3/64. Let's see what our pivot is. It's a 5mm. All right, so I've got some 5mm 3/64 that did not work well in my Verada. So let's real quick, and again, this is a driver review, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. We're just going to pop this bearing out. We're going to get a magnet, and I'm going to pop that washer up and flip it around. Only reason I do that is so the skiffs can cut a new track. If they're going to work, we're not going to worry about that because this is more of an assembly video. What oil do I have here? I have some Gunny Glide. Put a couple of drops of that. Boom, 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 boom. Gunny Glide on my bearings. And these are 15 balls. So I've gone from 9 balls in stability here to a 15 ball bearing. So you would only imagine that I'm going to have much better surface to blade control there. And I've got the pivot actually here. So I want to put this like that. Whoops. This is going to be interesting. So what I'm probably going to have to do is put a little bit of oil to hold it in place. Make it a little sticky. And then I may want to actually move that stop pin, but for right now, since we're doing this really quickly to demonstrate the tool's effectiveness, we're going to drop this bad boy on there. Boom. And then I'm going to try to keep all that together, which I did. Lock it into place, which it is. Okay, let's do this first. And nicely, this hardware is done very, very well. Quiet Carry does. And it's all T8, so I don't have to change out my bit. Captive pivot, and then I'm going to take my body screw. All right, so let's see what's happening here. That was a longer screw. The shorter screw goes to my clip. And let's see what we got here. Boom, not centered at all. Now it's centered. Perfectly centered. Let's give it a little bit more, because with those skiffs you can tighten it all the way down. Dead nuts. And again, with the GoodSkrew, as long as I put downward pressure, I've got all the torque that I need. So boom, boom. And we have just done a breakdown disassembly on our Quiet Carry 9 using the GoodSkrew Thunderstroke driver. And guys, this driver is not very expensive for what it is. You'll be very impressed when you go to the website. I will leave a link to GoodSkrew's website. I don't have any codes or anything with them yet, but they were nice enough to share the driver with me to let me try it out. I want to share it with you guys. I'll leave a link to the website. I appreciate you guys taking a little bit of time to watch what I would call kind of a different video, right? It's a tool video. I think that we all use, a lot of us use if we take apart our knives, and up in our game in terms of if I've got a really nice knife and I want to work on it, or if I've got a budget knife and I want to work on it with a nice tool. I use this more than I use a lot of other tools in my life. I'm embarrassed to say it, but I'm a tinkerer and I tinker with my stuff. And this GoodSkrew has just been an absolute dream. Guys, I will leave a link so you guys can check it out. I just wanted to share it with you. Do me a favor. Please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. And also, I will leave a link for Skiff. And I do have a 10% code there, Javon10. Most importantly, go forward with love in your heart. Look out for one another. Choose debate, not hate. I love y'all. Thank you, GoodSkrew. Or thank you, GoodSkrew. Y'all go get GoodSkrew. And that, I'll leave it with a peace.